I have not listened to rap music since 2020.
Why, you just have bad memories?
No, I just don't like the cursing. Ever since I got sober, I just don't like the cursing. It's not like I hate rap music. I just don't like hearing explicit things anymore. I like hearing stuff that will like really move me and stuff. And when I say like the black guy stuff, that doesn't make me racist. I just have a preference, you know, because people like to pin that like, you know, on everyone nowadays. I mean, it's crazy. You know,
what?
You can't even
Everybody getting called racist?
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah, but you're kind of pushing the limits right there. But just acting like all black guys are unattractive, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm really not.
I know you're not like explicitly saying that, but you're coming pretty close.
Okay, well, there is some really good-looking guys out there that are people of color. So
Idris Elba.
Who?
He's an actor.
Oh, I don't know.
He gets voted like hottest man in the world.
Well, I saw that you met Air Thugger. Like, he's very attractive.
Also very light skinned.
Well, I like his face.
Yeah, his light skin ass face. But yeah, he's definitely one of the best looking male porn stars. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, like the guys that the guys that you got for like the Lena show that were black, they're very attractive.
Crip Mac? Does Crip Mac have a chance?
No, I'm sorry.
He could take you to the 55th Street alley.
What is that?
It's basically an alley where a bunch of gang members beat the shit out of other gang members to initiate them into
real?
the gang. I mean, yeah, he talks about it all the time. Yeah.
Why? Are you serious?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, they beat the shit out of people who want to join the gang.
Don't want to join the gang. So it's like the initiation. Like, you want to join, let's fight.
Yes.
But like, yeah, so but yeah, like, okay.
We're talking about racism.
My baby daddy. Yeah. I guess we'll talk about that.
Why you're so hung up on this guy? I feel bad for him.
Because like,
even though you're kind of making him sound like a piece of shit, but you kind of do that about a lot of people.
But like I really like, I feel like if this was like a normal relationship, I really wouldn't care as much that he went and cheated. I would just, okay, on to the next, like, bye. Mm-hmm. But the fact that like we were in a committed relationship and like we have a baby on the way, like I begged him, please stay around, and he won't and stuff like that. So it's just like, he was like an actor, because like if you even ask like Big Head or you ask like any of these people, like, it was like, oh my God, he's like the nicest guy in the world. And that's what I thought about him until like I started learning more stuff about him that he denied in the past. And our initial one fight. So the reason that all of this kind of turned really bad, we had one bad fight. When I found I was pregnant, I was like, hey, like, what do you want the gender of the child to be? I was like, I'd really want a boy or like a girl. It doesn't really matter as long as they're healthy. And he was like, well, you're not in control of that. And I was like, well, of course not. But he's like, no, but when the child comes, you have to raise it gender neutral and they have to pick their own gender.
Oh no.
And when that happened, like my mouth dropped and I just started crying. And I said, who are you? I don't know you. And then I was like, the next thing you're going to tell me is that you're going to pull Linda Thompson and Kris Jenner on me, and you're going to be like a Bruce Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner. He's like, well, if I became a woman, I wouldn't expect you to stay with me. And then I started crying again. I was like, who are you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, I was already pregnant at this time. And I just like remember like shaking and like just, you know, I went to Dianetics for this, but like really just freaking out and just having all these crazy emotions. Like, I don't know this person well enough. Like, he was telling me like, he's like, well, if you don't like your baby pick its gender, you're transphobic and you're homophobic. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not. I just like, if it's a girl, raise it like a girl. If it's a boy, raise it like a boy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want like cell phones. I don't want iPads, like no technology. I want it to be very like kind of like old school.
That's
and
insane.
Yeah. And just like we weren't on the same page. And I just felt like, oh my God, this was my boyfriend for a while. How do I not know this other stuff about him? So
how the hell are you guys going to co-parent?
I'm probably just going to end up a single mom with no communication.
Are you worried about that?
Yeah, it really worries me. Like, I was going to get an abortion and then I was like, I don't think I can do this. Cause like, it's, you know, it's part of me too. Like, the baby's innocent and like, oh Lord, like it just, I thought I knew him like all the way, you know, being in a committed relationship and dating him for a while. We made music together. We have a song coming out. Like, we did like, that's really what bonded us, is like we would write songs together, like pop music and stuff like that. That's really what got us together. Like we'd go to Vegas and, just do like all this like, fun stuff. And then once I said I'm pregnant, like, which we planned, it was, well, you can't raise your baby with its assigned gender. That blew my mind. Like, I can't even believe I'm telling you this right now.
But how do you end up in the position of even having a kid with someone if you didn't know that they had that sort of attitude?
Because I think he kept it as like a secret.
Surprise.
Like
gender isn't real.
And then talking about if I became a woman.
Oh, so he's thinking about transitioning.
No, he told me, I said, would you transition? And he said, well, if I became a woman, I wouldn't expect you to stay with me. So it wasn't a yes or no answer. If I became a woman, I would not expect you to stay with me. But no, I'm not gay and I'll 100 girls to prove it. That's what he said.
Wow.
And I was shocked. Like I was sitting in my car because I had just like, got done. I had to pull over. I was so shocked from hearing this. It was on the phone with him and I just start crying. And I'm just like, how did I not know this side of him? I didn't find out till I was pregnant. So, and then I had to tell him, he's like, if you don't accept me, like in my future child for its unknown sexuality, then we are not together. You're a horrible person. You deserve to die. And I was like, oh my God, like what? Like, and I just started crying and I had no words. And then I called this friend that I had and she kind of advised me, just say that you accept him. So like I lied through my teeth. I was like, hey, like however you feel about gender, sexuality, like however you feel, cool. Like I accept you forever you feel. Cause I have a baby on the way with him. I'm trying to like say whatever I can. I don't want him to leave me, but I didn't find out this stuff about him until I was pregnant. This was never, you don't just go on a date, your first, second, third date, whatever it is, or, start being together. And you're like, hey, so like, if we had a kid together, like would you mind if I raised it like a boy if it was a girl?
I just feel like people who have that sort of attitude probably manifest it in a lot of other ways in their life. Like that's probably all they talk about because that's typically how progressive people are. Yeah.
I had no idea. I was blindsided. I started crying. I'm traumatized from that, to say the least. Like, I have gay friends. I love my gay friends. I have trans friends. My friend Ava. Like, I love my trans gay friends.
Shout out Ava.
Shout out to Ava. On. Yeah, she told me you're about to have her on. But do I want to raise my child to where it has a choice? I want to raise my child. If it's a boy, if it's a boy. If it's a girl, it's a girl. Very simple. Like, call me old fashioned, Right. But that's just how I feel. Like, I
mean, we don't need to do anything too overt, but like with my kid, I mean, she's obsessed with Disney princesses. Yeah. She puts on the dresses all the time. She always wants to wear a dress. I was. She's obsessed with ballerinas and ballet, and she's never taken, like she thinks Spider-Man is cool.
Yeah.
But it's not really like, she doesn't want to like be Spider-Man. She's more into the princesses and stuff. It's so interesting seeing how kids just gravitate towards stuff that is like very specifically for their gender.
Exactly. And the way that he was like, for example, like I told him this, I knew this guy like in preschool and I graduated like, with him like later. His parents like would come up to people would come up to his parents in preschool and say, your kid is gay. And now he's like the biggest gay guy. You know what I'm saying? But that was preschool. Wow. So I feel like some people are like born like that.
I think so. I think most people.
Yeah, I think most people are. I don't really understand it. I mean, I'm willing to learn. But you shouldn't be talking, like, when it comes to him, you shouldn't be talking about my unborn child like this, especially when you wanted this too. Sure. I think that's very inappropriate. I do not accept that. I do not stand by that whatsoever. And I was very loyal to him. I never cheated on him. And I was like, for his birthday, I got him like this like little card stuff, like open when you're mad at me or open when you miss me, like kissed like paper and cut it out. And like, all I really do with my life now is my dogs, getting ready for the baby, living in my Tennessee home, making music, going to vocal lessons.
So you just come out to LA once in a while?
Well, yeah, I come out for like studio time and stuff because I'm working, but I used to come out for him and bring my dogs and stuff. And then I just learned a lot about him after I got pregnant. So all this time that we were dating, I knew this different person. And then once I got pregnant, bam, like it's somebody I don't know whatsoever.
Right. Well,
I feel very like betrayed, very cheated, and he hurt me so much by cheating on me. I felt like it was the end of the world. Like I have your kid on the way, and you're FaceTiming me while having sex with another girl, and I'm screaming, saying, "I love you. Why are you doing this to me?" There was no reason for him to do this to me. It was bullying. And, he told me like, what I came to conclusion is I'm physically not his type. Really? He clearly finds her more attractive, to give up every, a baby with me, my relationship with him. He introduced me to everyone, like I said, but like now everyone knows that he's a dirty cheater, and as they should, because what he did to me is very foul and very wrong.